Van Deeb, a dynamic leader with decades of experience building companies and crushing sales. He's been there and done that.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. My name is Van Deeb.
Inspiring audiences across the country to do it too. Here's Van.
Well, welcome everybody. Get motivated because today I am super excited. I've got one of my best friends sitting with me today and one of the most exciting people that I know. He is a crazy, crazy cool entrepreneur. He is a real estate guy. He's a businessman, and he knows how to treat people. And our topic today is, do you have a winning attitude? And there's nobody better to be sitting across from me today to talk about a winning attitude than Jay Miralles. Welcome, Jay.
Thank you, Van, for having me. I was very excited when you said, hey, by the way, this is what we're going to be talking about. Because you've seen me in both mindsets, or many mindsets, right?
Oh, sure.
Good and bad. And
Yeah.
I'm excited to dive in. I really am.
So there's a lot of definitions for saying that you have a winning mindset. To me, there's a lot to it, which we're going to discuss. And by the way, Jay, we're going to make this a 3-part series, so my listeners don't have to listen to it for an hour.
Yes,
they can
absolutely.
do 3 parts, 3 15, 20-minute parts, and listen to it whenever they want. But so to me, a winning attitude can be described as, you wake up every morning, you look in the mirror, and you say, I'm going to win today.
Right.
I'm going to win at everything I do today. Or you can just feel that way when you wake up. You can make it verbal like I like to do. I think that's what mirrors are for.
That's important.
Really, to tell yourself what you expect out of yourself. The most important person that should hear your message is the person in the mirror.
And too often, the little voice takes over, which almost kills the mindset.
Exactly.
So you're telling me you verbalize right in the morning. Walk me through your morning. To this winning mindset, Van Deeb's winning mindset. Walk me through that.
Well, first of all, I get Baxter and we go outside.
Yes.
So he doesn't go on the carpet.
Right, right.
So mine is, Jay, before I ever think about a winning attitude, I'm grateful. I'm thanking God right when I wake up, just because I'm grateful I woke up.
Right.
Seriously, I'm grateful I woke up. I'm grateful I have the opportunity to go out and do anything that I want to do that day. If it's going to work, if it's going to lunch with friends, if it's, I'm just grateful. So my first reaction when I get out of bed every day is gratitude. Now let me pass that back to you. What is your first reaction when you get up in the morning?
So lately, and when I say lately, I'm talking for probably 4 to 5 months now, I've really, really talked to myself, things that you've instilled in me, things that you read. You have to wake up and you have a choice right when you wake up. It doesn't matter how you physiologically feel, right? Some mornings your bones are gonna ache. Some mornings you're gonna feel great. But there's one thing you can set. And I've chased on how to, and you're right. You have to wake up and be grateful. Let me give you an example. When I wake up to go on vacation, I'm grateful, right? I don't wake up going, oh man, I've got to go on vacation. I wake up, I get to go on vacation, and the plane is going to be there. The itinerary is all set. The sun's going to be out. The kids are going to have fun. Mm-hmm. How could you not having a winning attitude then? But not everything in life is as exciting as a vacation.
No, and for most people, and this is not wrong. Actually, it's more like 97% of the people out there. Winning to them may mean they just want to be able to pay their bills.
Yeah.
They want to be able to save for a new car. And I respect that mindset.
Sure.
I totally do. I don't expect everybody to think like you and I do.
Right.
But we're in the middle of the 3% that they want more.
Yes.
We want more. We want to take advantage of every second of our lives. Mm-hmm. And in order to do that, you've got to be your own coach. You've got to be the person that's pushing yourself. Even though, We may have people in our lives. If you're fortunate enough to have somebody that encourages you, inspires you, and motivates you, empowers you to be the best you can be, right on. But a lot of people don't. So they have to do it for themselves.
Well, you have to be self-aware. First, you have to be self-aware.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you're not aware of how you feel and how you can control you can feel, telling someone they need to wake up grateful first is going to be difficult anyway on its own.
Right.
It's a habit that you have to train. Right. It's something you have to fail at a few mornings and just go, you know what? I didn't do it this morning, but I'm going to do it this morning. And then when you start being grateful, it puts you in a better mood.
Right. And Jay, don't you think a winning mindset is just like you said, a habit, but don't you think it's a true discipline?
It is, because you can't just think of having a winning mindset sometimes. Somebody asked me the other day, you're always so positive, Jay. It's just hard to be positive. It costs less to be positive.
Yeah, I know.
And the winning mindset says, no matter what, I'm going to find the good in it, right?
Exactly. Well, here's some of the things to me that having that attitude when you wake up that you want to win and you want to win and you want to win is people that have that attitude, they automatically want more sales. They automatically want to help build their company. Right. They automatically want to have better personal and business friendships and relationships.
Yes.
And even better health. Having a winning mindset doesn't just have to do with money.
Right.
And success is defined differently to all of us.
Right.
Somebody may define success as I'm healthy.
Right.
I'm feeling good. That may be a success and a winning mindset for them that day.
Right. It might be a 3-minute, 53-second mile for them.
But exactly.
It may have to do nothing with money.
Right. Exactly. Don't you think that attitude is everything? I mean,
believe
if you think about it, isn't attitude everything?
It is, because you're going to get pummeled, you're going to get hit, you're going to get blocked. If your attitude is, the world is always against me, well, guess what's going to happen?
Yeah.
You're going to get knocked down. But if you expect that you're going to get hit and you're going to get back up, you and I are going to get back up until we die, right?
Right.
That's the attitude. And I believe if you have that mindset that you can accomplish anything.
No, I totally agree. There's a company that I'm consulting with right now, and I meet with the employees by themselves and as a group, and my job is I go in there every 60 days and I visit with them about their performance, about what their goals are, and how I can help, and being an outside voice. There was a gal recently that asked me if she could speak to me after it was all done for the day, and I said, sure. She goes, I want you to know, ever since you started talking about a positive attitude and a winning mindset at work, she goes, my whole life has become better. Wow. I'm smiling at the workplace.
Yes.
I'm saying hello to people that I normally wouldn't say hello to.
Right.
I'm leaving all my challenges and at home. So when I get to work, I'm really trying to be the best possible employee I can. And it's changing her life. It's changing everything.
Let me ask you.
And it's her attitude. She made the choice to change her attitude.
She did make the choice, but she was also presented with a choice. Because how many times before you came along, before you started consulting this company, before you poured your energy into this organization, how many times do you think she got your consulting, your attitude, your mindset?
It's contagious.
It is. But where else do you think?
And so is negativity.
Oh, absolutely.
So is negativity very contagious.
You can feel it when you're consulting, I bet, with an organization like, oh, here we go. Here's the motivational guy. Tell me about this mindset or this, now that you've been coaching this company, or how long have you been coaching them for?
Since last year. I'm going on a full year. They have me come out every 60 days.
So they're investing.
They are. And I'm with them for 2 days every 60 days.
Have you seen a transformation in the organization's winning mindset?
So not to toot my own horn, but yeah, the president of the company actually this last session said, you have made an incredible difference in our attitudes here at work. And that's his too. Because it's not just employees. I preach teamwork.
Right.
And teamwork is not just employees. Teamwork is everybody has to be engaged to make it work.
Yes.
You can't just have 5 employees that are really trying hard to participate in teamwork. You got to have everybody. So, Jay, a lot of my preaching, and it can be kind of uncomfortable. I'm preaching to the guys that are hiring me. I'm preaching to them.
Yeah.
I'm telling business owners, what does it cost you to go walk by the offices of the people in your building and say thank you for being here today?
Right.
Or asking about the picture they have on their desk of their child.
Right. Well, you're coaching them through things that they need to be doing. But Van, those CEOs, those presidents, those higher ups are in their own mind thinking of bottom line, ROI, what's our regulations? They're thinking of all that stuff. So every now and then, people like you come in and they consult professionally on, here's all you're missing. And the growth for them comes from an outside consultant like you.
I love being an outside voice. And here's the reason why they like to hear my opinion is, I had a company that I built out of my basement to 350 people. And our culture, people didn't leave. People did not quit my firm. So these business owners want to know, what did you do where people did not want to leave? And it was common sense. We created a culture of gratitude. We wanted to make people feel like they were important. So my philosophy is, and any managers or business owners out there, I sure hope that you at least think about changing your ways if you're not doing it this way. But I looked at my employees as my customers.
Yes.
I looked at them as they are my customers. And I felt like if I can treat them like a customer, like we do, what are they going to do to their customers, and what is their attitude going to be at work?
It's going to spread like wildfire.
It just does. And that's this recent company, since we're talking about that, that's what they're saying, that the attitudes have all changed. People are, going out of their way. And Jay, you've heard me probably repeat this 100 times at my speeches, but like Mary Kay from Mary Kay Cosmetics, and I repeat it over and over. I should have a T-shirt with it.
I'm going to get you one.
Yeah, with the saying on it. She said, pretend everybody you meet has a sign around their neck that says, make me feel important. We all want to feel important. I asked one of the employees at this company that I was just with this week, I said, tell me one of the things that you like about today's environment that you didn't a year ago before I got here. And she goes, you have no idea what it does to me when the owner of the company comes in my office to say hello. He never used to do that, and now he does. That's the first thing she said. What did it cost that company?
Nothing.
For an owner, a manager, a leadership person to come in and say hello? All you're doing is saying, you matter to me.
Right. She
That's
had
all
the
you're
sign
doing.
on the neck. It's not a raise. It's not a new desk. It's not an ergonomic chair. It's good morning, Cindy. How are you?
That person won't leave.
Of course.
I promise you that person will be indebted. And so, getting back to what I was talking about when I get up in the morning, always thank God. But and I have a short little prayer, but think about incorporating little affirmations, or if you want to do it and call it a prayer like I do when you're saying, thank you, God, for making me a winner. I mean, literally looking at yourself in the mirror and saying out loud, I am a winner, and today I will contribute to my winning life. Now, that took me 3 seconds.
Right.
Okay, standing in front of the mirror, what does it hurt? If your spouse is going to look at you and start laughing or think you're silly, that's their problem.
Right. And think about
Probably
that
a
for
sign
second.
you should leave them. No, I'm
but
kidding.
think about that.
Don't go leaving your spouses.
If people repeat what you just said for the very first time in their life, it's going to feel awkward because they've always thought maybe the opposite, or they haven't thought.
I am a winner, and today I will contribute to my winning life. Now tell me something. If you say that one small sentence every morning, what's your mindset going to be?
It's going to change because you're hearing the words of contribute to my winning life.
Exactly.
You have to believe it before your customers believe it, before your business partner believes it. Because if you don't believe it, nobody will believe it.
Exactly. If you don't buy into it, if you don't drink the water, and that's not just reading self-help books. Say,
Right.
well, I read 2 self-help books this
Right.
week, and I did that, and I
Right.
watched a video, and I listened to Van Deeb's podcast, and
Yeah.
I read about Jay Miralles. Well, that's all great, but you have got to say to yourself and convince yourself you are a winner. And saying that, I am a winner and today I will contribute to my winning life, it may not be for you to say it just like that, but something that will remind you of what you're put on this earth to be.
Absolutely.
We are supposed to live like kings and queens. That's a fact. God
Right.
wants us all to live like kings and queens.
Right.
But you can't do that without a winning attitude. You can't
Right.
do that without believing in yourself. And it starts in the morning. It starts when you get up in the morning. It sets your day. Are we going to have challenges that's going to stomp all over our attitude? Absolutely.
All the time.
But I guarantee you're going to handle that challenge a lot better when you wake up with that attitude that you're a winner.
Yes, because when you are in the winning mindset, people say, just like I told you today, for the past 3-4 days, I feel like everything I touch turns
turning to gold.
It's the winning mindset. But here's what happens.
Can you go to Vegas with me and touch the Wheel of Fortune slot machine?
I was almost going to buy a lottery ticket.
Maybe you can turn that to gold for me.
Oh my gosh. But Van, you're the one that told me before, your attitude is important, especially when it comes to your mindset. So I'm with you. I mean, it was uncomfortable at first.
No, I totally agree. Well, thanks, Jay. I'm going to stop this one here for part 1 of A Winning Attitude. Thank you all for listening to part 1 of A Winning Attitude with my good friend Jay Miralles, one of the best entrepreneurs I have ever met in my life. So please stay tuned for part 2 of A Winning Attitude. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. I'm very grateful that you tune in. We try to keep this to less than 20 minutes so you can listen to it between appointments, and it won't take up your whole day. But stay tuned for part 2. Thanks again.
A Parkville Media Production.